This is Building Faith at Home, the video series for parents, grandparents, guardians, and people of influence in the lives of children and youth at St. Andrews. Last week, I challenged you to pay special attention to your conversations. How often did you encounter the barriers mentioned on Sunday? What barriers felt unique to your family or your situation? And did you notice anything about the timing, the emotions, and environment during conversations with friends and family? Now that you have a different sense of your communication pattern, let's turn our attention to the communication skills you can practice when connecting with your child or youth. The first suggestion is to be available. Now, you might be saying, we're always home, so I'm always here, I'm always available. But here's the thing. Our body language and our level of busyness can project a lack of availability and make the people around us think that we're not approachable. One suggestion to create that opportunity for availability and to help those around us feel like we're approachable is to enjoy family meals together. Because let's face it, we all have to eat, and conversations tend to happen around the table. The next suggestion is about listening with more than just your ears. Make eye contact with the person that you're listening to. Nod your head to show that you understand what they're saying, or ask questions if you need clarification or more information. Children and youth, especially teens, they experience their emotions with incredible intensity. And they need us to help them navigate these maturing feelings. They need us to help them recognize the feeling, to name the feeling, and to validate the feeling. So when we say something like, it is frustrating and disappointing when plans change last minute, well, we're empathizing with the situation, and we're expanding their vocabulary around the word anger to include frustration and disappointment. As parents, grandparents, guardians, and people of influence in the lives of the children and youth, it's our job to set the example. So as our children are getting caught up in these very intense emotions, they can sweep us up with it. And so we need to stay on the other side of that emotional tidal wave. And that happens, or we know it's happening when we're caught up in that tidal wave, when we start to overgeneralize. And overgeneralizing looks a little like this. You are always staying up too late at night, and you are always late for school. Instead, let's try to focus on the facts and change the statement. I notice on Mondays, you are often late for school that day. What could we do together to help you get there on time next week? Kids are going to be late, but they're not always late. They're just late sometimes. And if we focus on the specifics around those late times, then it's easier to remove the emotion and to focus on the facts and to move forward with a positive outcome. Lastly, use I statements. Now, these are going to feel really weird when you first start, but stick with me. Use of the word you puts people on the defensive. Replacing you with I allows for honest sharing of thoughts, feelings, and needs. Imagine the difference between you are so messy and your stuff is all over the house, and I am overwhelmed and stressed by the clutter that is on the tables, and I have trouble finding what I'm looking for as a result. The first statement draws up our defenses, while the second statement communicates our feelings and our needs. I encourage you to try one or more of these skills and to not get discouraged, because there's going to be moments when you really succeed, and there's going to be other times when you return to those familiar communication patterns. No one is perfect, and there will always be another opportunity to try again. For more resources to help your family build on your communication skills, check out the newly updated resources page on the youth and family section of the church's website. Until then, your family is unique, and so is your family's faith building experience.